Article 2, Section 19 declares a clear economic philosophy. The Philippines must pursue a self-reliant and independent economy under effective control of Filipinos. This provision arose from the framers' concern about excessive dependence on foreign powers and domination of local industries by external interests. At the same time, it acknowledges the realities of globalization. The goal is not isolation, of course, but balanced engagement, an economy that is open to the world yet firmly rooted in Filipino control and welfare. Self reliance and independent does not mean cutting off global ties. Instead, it requires that the Philippines must first stand on its own feet in key industries such as natural resources, utilities, and energy. Second, prioritize Filipino ownership and control of critical economic sectors. Third, balance openness to foreign investment with protection of national interests. This vision ensures that while the Philippines benefits from global trade, it does not become excessively dependent or vulnerable to foreign control. In the case of Tanyada versus Angara, the Supreme Court clarified the meaning of Section 19. The Philippines' participation in the World Trade Organization was challenged as unconstitutional. The court ruled it valid, explaining that economic independence does not mean economic seclusion. Rather, the Constitution promotes protective competitiveness, shielding local industries when necessary but also encouraging them to be globally competitive. Trade policy must be based on equality and reciprocity, ensuring the Philippines engages the world on fair terms. The Constitution recognizes free enterprise but also makes clear it is not absolute. In APC versus PCA, government regulation of the coconut industry was upheld, with the court stressing that free enterprise does not mean the regulation without limits. In the case of PF versus Duque, the court sustained the government regulation of medicines and healthcare products. The ruling emphasized that state intervention is justified when it protects health, safety, and welfare. Thus, economic freedom and state regulation must coexist, with the regulation always aimed at protecting the common good. Section 19 envisions a balanced economy. It rejects both extremes of pure laissez-faire capitalism and the rigid state-controlled socialism. Free enterprise is encouraged to foster innovation and efficiency, but state regulation is warranted to, first, of course, protect Filipino ownership in strategic sectors. Second, prevent exploitation by monopolies. Third, ensure sustainability of resources. And fourth, safeguard health and welfare. This balance reflects the Constitution's social justice orientation, that economic growth must serve the many, not just the few. From Section 19, several important economic policies flow. Promotion of Filipino-owned enterprises to ensure effective economic control, restriction on foreign ownership in sensitive industries such as land, utilities, and natural resources, support for globally competitive industries that strengthen domestic resilience, inclusive growth that uplifts all sectors of society, not just economic elites. In short, Section 19 mandates a Filipino first economic direction while remaining open to fair and mutually beneficial trade. To conclude, Article 2, Section 19 commands the state to pursue a self-reliant and independent economy under Filipino control. This is not an isolationist vision, but one of protective competitiveness. open to trade yet protective of Filipino interests. Jurisprudence shows that the state must regulate free enterprise to ensure justice, welfare, and sustainability. Ultimately, the constitutional vision is for a balanced economy, open yet protected, competitive yet Filipino directed, free yet socially just.